Welcome everyone. In this video, I'm going to be predicting the 2024 Senate race. So this is obviously a year early, but let's begin with the likely states for the Republicans. I have Florida, Montana, and Ohio likely for the GOP in the 2024 Senate midterms. In Florida, Rick Scott has already declared a Senate run in 2024, and he won a representative spot in the state. So I think he's very much liked among Floridians, which is why he is a representative in the first place there. And this being a red state, Rick Scott should win by roughly around 10 to 7 percentage points, which would be likely considering Florida Democrats are a disaster and former President Obama is the only way Florida can go blue in the presidential level. Ever since the Obama era, Florida has never gone blue. And so as far as Ohio, I think the Democrat Sherrod Brown wouldn't perform any better than Tim Ryan, in my opinion, and it should be a pretty much comfortable win for the Republicans in Ohio, and I would consider it likely. I think the Republicans should win Ohio by around 7 to 10 points as well. Same thing as Florida. And the likely states for Democrats would be just Virginia. Though Virginia currently has a Republican governor, the Senate is still much different from governorship, and I think Dems still would hold on to their seat in Virginia, even considering they have a Republican governor. I just don't think the state would vote completely one way. And now moving away from the likely states and moving on to the lean states. The only lean state for the GOP in this case would just be Texas. Characterize Texas lean Republican. I believe Ted Cruz already declared a run, and he had won in the past, defeating Beto O'Rourke, but barely by about 1%. So I think he might win by more this time, but it wouldn't be a whole lot more. I think Ted Cruz could win by around 3 to 4%, depending on the candidate he faces, which at this point is likely to face. He's going to face John Love, who is the Democrat that announced. I have two lean states for the Democrats, and that is both Pennsylvania and Michigan. So far, Bob Casey has announced on the Democratic side, but meanwhile, on the Republican side, Doug Mastriano or David McCormick won't be able to do the job and win in Pennsylvania. I can tell you, if it's one of them, again, Dems will win in Pennsylvania. So far, as of right now, there are no candidates that convince me that the GOP would flip the Pennsylvania Senate seat in the upcoming 2024 Senate race in a year from now. And same also goes for Michigan. Republicans in the Rust Belt, when talking about Senate-wise, not presidential, cannot seem to win elections. Of the tilt states, Nevada, Arizona, and Wisconsin are left, the only states left on the map. I would say Nevada would be toss-up right now, but I would say blue, whether if it's Adam Laxalt running or not. Just consider the fact that Laxalt couldn't do it in a red wave year. It's unfortunate for Republicans. Nevada is also known to love Republican governors and Democratic senators. If Laxalt were to run again, him being the former attorney general would help him, because he obviously got elected in Nevada before, meaning he could very much do it again. I'm not saying he could lose. I think he has a very high chance of winning if he does run again 2024. But I think him losing in 2022 to Cortez Masto is a big turnoff. Otherwise, if he had won, I'd say it would go red in 2024. But as of right now, I think it's toss-up. I'm going to leave it as tilt blue for now, just for purposes only. If you guys don't like me putting toss-up, don't like me leaving states toss-up, I would leave it tilt blue for now. But if I were to be safe, I would say toss-up as of right now. Tilt blue is not official, obviously. This is my first 2024 Senate prediction of the year. Now for Arizona, it was a bit harder to decide a winner here just because of the fact that Kristen Sinema left the Democratic Party and is running now as an independent in 2024, which will cause a major third-party split impact of the Arizona Senate race in 2024. I think this would actually help the Republican candidates, which is why I have Arizona tilt red. I see this going only two ways. Either the independent Kristen Sinema wins, or whoever the Republican candidate wins at the time. So a third-party split would not help Democrats in this scenario, in my opinion. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. Obviously, not all the time, but just in this case, it won't help Democrats with a third-party split. I can definitely see Sinema winning as a Democrat because she already has won as a Democrat in Arizona Senate in the past, but as a third-party candidate split will cause a slight Republican victory, in my opinion. And now the final and last state we have is the state of Wisconsin. I think this one would come down to whoever the candidates are at the end of the day. I think it depends on who the candidates are, pretty much. I think I will have it tilt blue for now, considering Ron Johnson's victory recently was an underperformance. Final 2024 Senate map as if right now: 53 for the GOP or Republicans and 47 for the Democrats, meaning a Republican flip. A lot of people don't realize is that the 2024 Senate map favors Republicans mainly because of redistricting. And that is all for this video. Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me in this map? With this map?